Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Anime Defenders. And so pretty much this video right here is just mainly to go ahead and help people that are level 1 or fairly new to the game. This video isn't exactly going to be telling you guys about troop selections and what troops you guys should get. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to go ahead and make a little tutorial because I know I have a lot of people from my community that are finally joining Anime Defenders. So I just wanted to make a video for them and for anyone else that would like a little bit more of a layout on where everything's at and what they should be going for, as in levels and what is required to be opened up. Like for example, some places you have to be level 20 in order to enter, level 10, and so on. So let's go ahead and get started with what we have on our left side. So pretty much this is going to be our shop right here, and you guys could go ahead and just look at it. Self-explanatory. Sometimes you have battle passes, sometimes you do have some other stuff like divines, and you also could get VIP. And right now I'm going to say it's pretty cheap. I don't know if they're going to increase it at all, but I feel like this is a pretty cheap price for VIP. And if you're gonna play this game a lot, I'd probably recommend it. Shiny Hunter 2, I own it, but realistically, if you're not gonna be playing this that much, or you're not gonna be like, you're not too crazy about shinies, I wouldn't go ahead and get it. It's only a 5% increase in damage from my understanding, so just keep that in mind. You also got your spirits, you got some risky dice, you got some trait crystals, bag space. These two, you could go ahead and use these for summoning, which we'll go ahead and talk about a little bit later, and your gems and coins. Now let's kind of go ahead and go to our backpack. And so our backpack's going to go ahead and have like a lot of miscellaneous stuff. So pretty much you're going to have stuff to upgrade troops. You're going to have stars. You're going to have frostbinds, risky dice. You're going to have spirit orbs. You're going to have portals. You're going to have event tickets, which is going to be, for this event, it's going to be the lucky ticket. You're also going to have food as well. So just keep that in mind. Trade crystals. And as you continue on, you're going to go ahead and see that they're all kind of tabbed in certain locations. So if you ever want to just click on one and see what you have, you could just go ahead and click on it, and then you could just kind of like look around. You also have mini potions, and these you could get from a variety of locations, but the main way you can get one from my understanding would be some portals. So just keep that in mind. Next, we're going to go ahead and just talk about our units. So pretty much if you guys do see this right here, pretty much this is where you're going to have all your units. You could go ahead and equip the best ones you have. You could go ahead and sell, and you can unequip all, and then you have them sorted by damage as well, rarity, and summons. And also just keep in mind too, some of them, for example, we're going to go ahead and just look at this guy, our muscle guy right here, muscle sorcerer. Pretty much, if you guys could see, there are stats on him, and pretty much I have 3 S's, which is like the best you could get. You're going to go ahead and have different ones as you continue off, but just keep in mind, like, every one has different stats, and you could go ahead and change that. And actually, we'll go ahead and head over so we could just show you where you guys could change it. Pretty much what you guys need are going to be risky dice and frostbinds, and you could go ahead and re-roll the ranks here. And if you wanted to go ahead and, like, let's say we want to select this guy, right? And then you would just pretty much like lock these two. I don't have any frostbinds, unfortunately, but you'll lock these two right here, and then you go ahead and roll. I usually just sell them as soon as I get them. I always wait until the worthiness is 100%. And so for you guys that don't know what worthiness is, you have a higher chance of getting a better rank. And so pretty much this is the stats right here, and I'll let you guys go ahead and read this. If you guys need to pause it, feel free to. But yeah, that's pretty much it, straightforward. Next, you have your quests, and pretty much these quests right here, I would say try to do as many as you can, and if not, try to get some help, because some of them are going to be very complicated for you guys, and a lot of these you're not going to be able to do until you progress with the game. But pretty much you have your battle pass, your dailies, weeklies, infinite, which is also your endless modes, and VIP if you do choose to get VIP. Next, we'll go ahead and talk about, let's go ahead and talk about our summons right here, since we're right here on the side. So pretty much your summons, you're going to usually have the standard one, but when there's events, you'll have a limited one. And so the limited ones, pretty much, you go ahead and see everything back here, kind of like the standard as well. But they will change from what you have right here on the side. So right here, you could go ahead and buy tickets. And right here, you could go ahead and buy gems. And you could also use these potions right here to kind of increase your chances of getting a secret or a mythic. And also, you could go ahead and auto sell. So if you wanted to go ahead and sell some stuff, for example, you would just click these, and then it'll turn red, and then it'll auto sell. And if you do get shinies, they usually do stay in your inventory. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Also, I'm going to go ahead and show you one more thing. If you guys got too many shinies, right, like too many low levels, you could always go to settings right here on the top 3 dots right here in the corner. Click on settings, and you could go ahead and click sell shinies, which is somewhere here. I don't even know where it's at. Maybe they took it off from here. Yep, I think they actually took it auto. Okay, I guess they did take it off. It's alright. But anyways, if you guys do play with other players as well, I'm going to go ahead and mention it right now. You should probably turn on auto skip wave, just because a lot of people would prefer you to skip, and some people get very irritated when they don't skip, because sometimes you need to be making money. As soon as the wave ends, like when you kill everything, sometimes you're not making that income, so you want to go ahead and just turn on auto skip. So even if you didn't kill everything, you're still getting money produced whenever the waves can progress. Next, let's go ahead and talk about our spirits over here. And pretty much our spirits are kind of like attachments you could go ahead and put onto your characters. And there's different types of spirits that you could get for sure. And the rarity for them are going to be different. Sometimes you'll get no spirit and then you'll lose your spirit on the bottom, which is perfectly fine. But I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys like a little glimpse of this, so you guys can go ahead and pause this if you guys want to see it. But definitely the best one is going to be a true spirit, so definitely shoot for that if you guys can, or a divine as well. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about our traits over here. And pretty much your traits right here, you could pretty much get these traits from campaigns. You could get them from challenges. You could go ahead and get them from the marketplace or the trading plaza. And you could also get them from your quests as well. And so right here, pretty much you could go ahead and just click on something. And I'm going to click on something that's very weak, just because I don't exactly have too much. And you could go ahead and roll. It'll tell you how much you need in order to try to upgrade this. And then once you get it, it'll just place. But just keep in mind too, like if you try to put like a stronger troop, sometimes you need to have different a different amount of crystals. And so for example, we have 5 right here. So let's go ahead and just skim through this. It's not going to be too much, but if you guys want to pause this, feel free to pause. But you have brawler, swiftness. Oh, it's not even a decline anymore, or go down. You have critical, you have requiem, you have almighty, you have bullseye, and there's a couple others as well. Definitely, I don't know why it's not showing for me, but definitely you guys could check this out on your own. Kind of weird that it's not checking evolving stuff. So pretty much, you could go ahead and evolve your characters. And as you guys could see right here, pretty much my guys all have stars on their names. I think minus the pink rock star, because you can't evolve them in bloomer. But pretty much, if you wanted to go ahead and evolve something, I would recommend just coming over here, click on this, confirm, and see what you need here. So for example, I need some of these. And then when you do know what you need, you're going to go ahead and click over here, look for what you need. And this is pretty much the items that you need to go ahead and pretty much upgrade stuff. It'll go ahead and tell you how much you need, as well as the cost it's going to be to make that. And let's go ahead and talk about where we get these stars at. So pretty much the stars are going to be straight over here at the challenges. And each one's going to be different. Sometimes you're going to have challenges that have frostbinds, and you're going to have risky dice. Some of them are definitely going to have your stars. Sometimes some of them have a certain star, which is going to be very difficult to find. So, for example, Rainbow Star is definitely one of the more rarer ones and harder to get. So keep that in mind. Also, when you go ahead and do this, just keep in mind, you're going to be playing these. And in order to unlock them, you have to do campaign. You have to do campaign. And the way you unlock it is that you have to do all 6 variants in the campaign per each section. So pretty much I'm going to go ahead and show you real quickly. I'm not going to exactly enter. But pretty much right here, for example. Windmill Village. You have 6 chapters. You have to complete all 6 chapters in order to unlock the Windmill Challenge location. And if you don't have it completed, unfortunately, you won't be able to do any challenges. But just keep in mind, they will switch different maps, so sometimes you won't be able to do them unless you have those maps unlocked. You also have a hard option as well, and this one really doesn't have anything different from it, aside from when you do hard, pretty much you just get, I think you get a little bit more rewards. No, I guess not. I know when the first time you pass it too, you get 100 gems, so just keep that in mind. Every time you play it again, you're only going to get 30. And infinite mode only unlocks when you complete all 6 chapters. I'm going to go back in because time was going to run out. But you have Windmill, you have Haunted City, Curse Academy, Blue Planet, you have Underwater Temple, Swordsman Dojo, Snowy Woods, and Crystal Cave. And just keep in mind too, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say Underwater, or no, Swordsman's Dojo. It's going to be all ground troops. Once you get to Snowy Woods and Crystal Cave, pretty much there's going to be hybrids, which are going to be flying. And the troops that you're going to need are going to be ones that say hybrid on it. And let me see if I can find it. See right here where it says hybrid? You're going to need something like that. This one's only attacks ground, but some of them are hybrids as well. So just keep that in mind. And then let's go ahead and head over to, let's see, what else can we talk about here? We could go ahead and talk about Exclusive Wish. However, I don't know how long this is going to be here. So potentially if you see this like later on, like maybe next year, this might not be here. But pretty much you could go ahead and get Divine Witches, and you could go ahead and purchase them here, and you could go ahead and get these characters right here as well. And then you also have your regular wishes, and you could purchase them here. Or if you guys do buy the battle pass, pretty much you guys could go ahead and just get them from here. Even if you don't buy the battle pass, you get some free stuff, so just keep that in mind. Definitely very, very dope indeed. So yeah, I would just definitely grind the game and do quests that are battle pass related. And then once you do it, you'll go ahead and unlock a lot of stuff. Also, let's go ahead and talk about the Hallway of Mirrors. So the Hallway of Mirrors, for example. This one, unfortunately, only unlocks when you're level 20. And there's different types of difficulties. You have easy, you have normal, hard, and nightmare, which I have not done yet. But moral of the story, you do have the chance to get lucky potions. You do get a chance to get an exclusive wish. You get magic mirrors, you get gems, and etc. But pretty much, I would say, even if you're level 20, I wouldn't attempt this unless if you have, like, a full stack of mythics or at least one secret. Just because it is a little bit challenging, it is a little bit difficult. When I first started playing it, I'm not even sure if you guys could see this. It tells me how many times I attempted it and how many wins. So I've lost a lot of times. So just keep that in mind. I lost 12 times because I didn't know what I was doing. And definitely, I would say if you guys could get a squad too, it's always better to play with a squad. Even though the HP increases a little bit, it's always easier with a lot of other people. Now let's go ahead and talk about raids. You have pretty much your Cursed Train raid and your Cursed Dungeon raid. And pretty much you could go ahead and get raid shards from this. And you do have an opportunity, a very small opportunity, to get the mythic of this dungeon. So right here you have Bear King, and over here you have, I think it's the Water Swords Master, yeah. And then you also have an opportunity to get portals as well. And pretty much once you do go ahead and get those raid gems, you could always go to the shop back here and purchase some stuff. You could go ahead and purchase the characters if you really want them. And I would say, I would recommend probably Bear King. He's definitely dope. He's very good as well. And once you go ahead and buy him, definitely I would say upgrade him as quickly as you possibly can. But if you don't really care about him, I would just go ahead and say, just go ahead and buy Frostbinds, go ahead and buy Risky Dice, and go ahead and buy traits. Never buy gems, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I made a video on this too. You guys could go ahead and check it out. Frostbinds, if you buy one Frostbind, right, you can sell it for 800. And I don't know how long that's going to stay for. 800 gems. Compared to you just getting this, it's not really worth it. Because 800 and then the 30, what is that? That's like 770, I think it is, gems that you could get. So just keep that in mind. Now let's go ahead and head out real quickly. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, one more thing before we leave. Pretty much to be able to unlock this, you have to be level 20. If you're not level 20, you can't do it. And also, I would not recommend you doing it solo if you are level 20, just because it's very complicated and it's very costly if you're a brand new player with barely any gold. Oh yeah, might as well say this too. Whenever you sell a character, right, you get gold out of it. And pretty much, let's go ahead and head all the way to the bottom. We'll go ahead to sell mode. Click, click, click. We're going to sell all these guys, because why not? And we're going to confirm the sell. And pretty much it's going to tell you right here on the side how much gold it's worth. And just keep in mind too, whenever you want to go into one of those portals down there, it's going to cost you 30,000 in order to go in. So just keep that in mind. Go with a group if you're brand new. Now let's go ahead and kind of talk about the portals that we have, just because I haven't really gone over the portals at all. Pretty much you have different variants of the portals. You have Lunar, Solar, Cursed, Demon, and Ancient. And you have different rarities of it. You have Rare, Epic, you have Legendary, which I have one of. You have Mythic, and then you have Secret. You do, once you get one, you do have an opportunity to actually get another one as well. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you. I'm going to go ahead and use this here if it lets me. So pretty much you do have like a small chance of getting, a 60% chance of getting a Legendary one once you do an Epic. I think it's 20% chance for Mythic, and I think it's like a 3% chance for Secret. And once you go ahead and do the Secret too, just keep in mind you do have an opportunity to get a secret character as well, or a secret tower. And each one kind of varies. It's kind of different for each one. It's not going to be the same secret for each portal, but if they're named different, they're going to be different ones in total. But this is pretty much the rewards you also get. You get the trait crystals. You get another opportunity to get a portal. You get the essence for, or not the essence, the upgrades for whatever secret is in there that you could go ahead and upgrade. You get some gems, and you also get a spirit orb as well. And I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably going to be one of the last places in the main lobby that we're going to go ahead and talk about. And pretty much this is a tower, and pretty much once you go ahead and do this, you do have opportunities to get a lot of gems and opportunities to get a spirit orbs. But keep in mind too, even though it just shows this, when you increase in the floors, you get more rewards too. I haven't really played this just because I've been like live streaming this game and playing with viewers, and to be honest, this is only a solo player thing, so that's why I kind of stay away from it. Alright, let's go ahead and go to our AFK lobby real quickly, so you guys have an understanding of how this works. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. When you go ahead and go to the AFK lobby, I'm sorry, you pretty much do get a certain amount of gems. I believe it's 4 per every minute and 30 seconds. However, if you have VIP, you get ×2, and if you have premium, you get ×2 as well. So I believe it's gonna be ×4 to the 4, so you'll probably get 16 instead of 8 if you only have one of those variants. I'm gonna go ahead and leave though. I'm not gonna stay here. Oh, one more thing. If you are below level 10, you'll get -50 gem drops because it's an anti-alt measure to make sure that people aren't using alts to just grind gems. But realistically, it's so easy to get to level 11, so I just feel like it's not the greatest. Anyways, let's go ahead and head over to the trading plaza so you guys have an idea of what it looks. Here we go. Alright, so welcome to the trading plaza, guys. So pretty much you do have some leaderboards here that you guys can go ahead and check out. And you do also have like an index here, which pretty much tells you what troops are going for and how much you could sell them for. Each one's going to be different, of course. Oh, okay, I clicked the wrong one. Let me see. Maybe this one won't do it. Let's try the one in the middle. Okay, here it is. The wrap chart. Here we go. So this will tell you how much each character goes for. And just keep in mind, it'll only show if you have it unlocked. So if you guys want to go ahead and try selling these guys, you definitely can. But yeah, it'll definitely tell you like what you have here, like how much does this cost. 1 million just to have sell that and for someone to buy it, and 1 million over here as well, which is pretty crazy. And then you could just go ahead and scroll through this when you have troops and stuff. Also, when you go over here to try to sell some stuff too, it's going to give you a code just to make sure that you're not a bot, because we do have a lot of bots here. Apparently, what is it, AI has actually been able to play games, which is pretty dope. I read a little bit about it, and so they're trying to make sure that AI cannot like do this, because then you could pretty much, oh, this guy just bought it, crazy. AI could pretty much just do all the work for you, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. But pretty much you could go ahead and sell items and units, and the units kind of vary. You won't be able to sell all your units. There's only some that you could sell, because as you guys can see, I have no cursed princesses here, and I'm gonna go ahead and click off the screen so you guys can see how many I have. And I can't really say, see, this is one you cannot trade. I can't really say why you can't trade them. It's just, that's how it is. Kind of sad, really. Really, really sad. Anyways, you could also sell items. You could sell stars, magic mirrors, frostbinds, trait crystals. And usually when you do sell frostbinds, they do go pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and put one up here just to see if we go ahead and sell it. Left it there. Alright, and then pretty much you do have your summoning place, which is the exact same as the summoning at the main area, or a spawn I should say. And I think that's pretty much it. You also have a server selection here where you can pretty much decide what server you want to go to. If you're not really getting any sales in, no one's buying your stuff, you could go ahead and just go into another server. And so pretty much I think that pretty much covers everything. I guess I could head back to the main lobby and just see how just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I probably did miss something. And if I did miss anything, if there's any pro players that happen to watch this, if you guys would like, feel free to go ahead and just post it in the comments, so then we could go ahead and help new players out. Also, just keep in mind too, whenever you do spawn in, you do have like this little update board that tells you what's new, what's changed, and for example, buffed Cursed Knight, you have bugs fixes, and it just tells you about every other event here. And I want to go ahead and say that I think that is everything. Yeah, that looks like everything. You have leaderboards here, but that's not really that exciting, is it? Anyways, guys, I hope this helps you out for all you new players out there, and welcome to Anime Defenders. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care.